what they call it? Charlie KFC. You know, up into the.
It's so early, man.
Nothing that I up into the.
All right, stick and say. We have a word in time comes up next with Bishop Brian and Gordon.
Sometimes when you're perfect, let's stop just remember.
Helps me so.
Greetings, listeners. This is your program, A Word in Time. Coming to you from the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, 120 Main Street, Ocho Rios, St. Anne, Jamaica. A Word in Time is brought to you by looking for a reliable and efficient pharmacy where all your pharmaceuticals and prescription needs can be met. It's Faithway
Sorry, enough for that summer.
Power of Faith. 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. or call us at 876-939-6531.
Know there are rose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we are. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when they falleth out a war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us. So get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treacherous cities, Pithom and Ramesses. But the more they afflict them, the more they multiplied. After your Genesis comes Exodus. Then after your Genesis comes your Exodus. And many of us get to be so caught up with our beginnings, because that's what Genesis means. It means beginnings. Many of us are consumed by our start. Where we begin and how we start oftentimes does not determine where we end up. Because if we were to be consumed by our beginnings, and if our beginnings should take so much bearing on our destiny, then oftentimes some of us will never be who we are today. All gotten the start that we so desire. Terrible start, and some of us even have some false starts. So our start sometimes can be very discouraging, and our start can be very disappointing. But the thing about life is that it's not where you are or where you're coming from, but it is where you are going. It is not only about your Genesis, but your Exodus, your movements, because Exodus means move. And so we see in the book of Genesis how the children of Israel, their story and their start of, amen, caused them certain affliction and pain. You see that, amen, the Genesis that they have caused a brother to sold out a brother, and it was Joseph that was sold out by his brethren into Egypt as a slave. And while he was down there as a slave, the Bible said that he ended up in prison, and from prison he ended up to be the chief administrator in Israel, in Egypt rather, because God's divine hand was upon him. When God's hand is upon you as an individual and as a person, you may trod some place that are not, amen, good, some place that will cause you pain and cause a disgrace and cause a shame. As long as you are in God's will and God's purpose, no matter where you find yourself, no matter how you got there, God is in control. If we look at Exodus chapter 1, the children of Israel began to grow, amen, and multiply to an extent where, remember that it was true. Into Egypt, his father died and his body was sent back, amen, into Canaan to be buried. And we see where Joseph along with his brethren began to multiply, and they began to wax great, and they multiplied into a people that was so formidable to the extent where they were brought to the king of Egypt. Their attention was said, listen, we see these people that are, amen, have come down into this place as slaves. If we allow them to continue to grow, we are going to be in serious trouble. They have now become a threat to our existence because we have seen how they are able to, amen, ride the wave. They are able to go through trials. We see exclusively the hand of God that was on the in
Hold on,
oppressed are now posing a